September 1943. Rabaul steams. Pilots laugh at today's American reports.
Heavy as bombers, wide as transports, Hellcat sounds hilariously doomed.
2 triumphant years forged certainty. Samurai flyers dismiss industrial American clumsiness.
Mathematics of victory lulled confidence. Assumptions hardened into dangerously brittle faith.
Range, maneuver, firepower. Zero rewrote rules. Yesterday's miracles feel permanent.
Reports claim Hellcat doubles weight, therefore surely twice the inevitable failure.
None imagine 30 days will begin systematic annihilation of aviation. Confidence wasn't arrogance. Statistical dominance seemed irrefutable wartime common sense.
Zero felt like wings themselves. Thought translated instantly into motion.
Extra light alloys, no armor, no ceiling. Weight surrendered, performance ascendant. Every ounce sacrificed, radios ditched, survivability traded for intoxicating agility.
Wing loading math proves it. Hellcat cannot possibly turn, therefore helpless.
Bulletproof glass, self-sealing tanks, armor everywhere. Wasteful American obsession with protection.
We'll fly circles around them, someone says, confidence sounding effortlessly unanimous.
Sky still belongs to yesterday. Doctrine anchors hearts to past.
Bombers! No, fighters! Wait, what are those?
First thought, bombers. Second glance, fighters. Third realization, something profoundly different.
Massive fuselage, compact wings, silhouette violates everything they respected before.
Standard tactic engages. Outturn opponent. Slide effortlessly onto vulnerable 6.
It doesn't turn or flee. It simply goes vertical, impossibly.
Hammerhead drops onto tail. Volume of fire shreds Zero mercilessly.
17 hits in seconds. Only a spin saves bleeding pilot.
Altitude, position, surprise. Advantages stack. Victory feels mathematically inevitable.
Americans refuse turning fight. They accelerate, conserve energy, deny angles.
Armor and ceiling drink punishment. Zero ammunition drains without decisive effect.
Weight becomes weapon. Dive, fire, zoom, climb, repeat with pitiless rhythm. 8 zeros fall. No Hellcats loss. Doctrine fractures under pressure.
Forget everything you think you know. The Americans have changed the rules of air fighting.
They hunt in coordinated pairs, radios knitting omnidirectional situational awareness.
Energy fighting doctrine denies turning duels. Slashing attacks decide engagements. Firepower disparity quantified. 650s deliver crushing, repeatable kinetic certainty.
Shipboard radar sees unseen. Interceptions begin perfectly positioned every time.
Hellcats strike from above. Darkness for some, omniscience for others. Artists of aerial combat replaced by rushed apprentices starving for fuel.
Thousands of practice rounds. Muscle memory forged far from combat.
Engines roar. Hope rides on last train squadrons. Flames of victory soar. Reality returns with gun camera film's verdict.
Stacked.
Chalkboard fills with names erased by trembling hands. Experienced pilots vanish. Squadrons hollow into frightened, fragile shells overnight.
Carriers turn into wind. Decks teem like anthills. Task Force mast. Steel umbrella rising thicker than tropical cumulus.
Contacts at 150 miles. Intercept geometry favors waiting defenders decisively.
Hellcats maneuver up sun. Glints harden into knives. 60 aircraft poised. A curtain through which attacks must perish.
"12 minutes later, wreckage smokes. The sea keeps terrible score.
Man, that was a turkey shoot! Turkey shoot, someone mutters. Metaphor sticks, grim and unforgettable.
Survivors trap aboard. Lost friends echo inside newly silent headsets.
Kill ratios defy belief. Industry and training amplify every tactical decision.
Out of bullets, unscathed still, dominance feels almost embarrassingly complete.
Skill confronts system. Individual mastery dissolves within mechanized coordination.
Industrial rhythm beats steady. Tomorrow's sorties already taking palpable shape.
Letters home multiply. Certainty curdles into dread and resigned fatalism.
Interchangeable precision astonishes. Hand-fitting suddenly feels medieval, painfully vulnerable.
One Hellcat hourly, numbers become weapons in themselves, undeniable.
Speed without chaos. Quality maintained while quantity surges beyond comprehension.
Fortresses at sea. Umbrella fighters render preemption strategically unnecessary.
Refusing combat disadvantaged? Unthinkable still? Doctrine chains courage to disaster.
Even legends barely survive. Opponent's forgotten tank grants miraculous escape.
Final words prepared early. Statistics weigh heavier than superstitions now.
Kamikaze tide builds. Defenders adjust tactics for relentless, desperate onslaught.
Mowing machine conceived. Sectors swept clean by synchronized lethal passes.
One pass, zoom, reset, coverage overlaps, discipline replacing heroics completely.
38,000 sorties flown. Ratios confirm overwhelming defensive mastery.
80% stopped. Fleet survives through drilled, distributed vigilance.
Emergency power spikes. Performance edge widens in final year's crucible.
Deflection solved mechanically. Human guesswork replaced by calibrated certainty.
Escort today succeeds. Tomorrow he dies, passenger. Helpless against Hellcats.
Claimed victories evaporate. Cameras reveal catastrophic truth without patriotic filters.
Training collapses first. Economy starves combat of essential, irreplaceable hours.
He's never fired guns airborne. 7 minutes later, silence.
Repetition breeds competence. Safety enables experimentation without lethal consequences.
Operational endurance grows. Fleets linger confidently under protective air umbrellas.
Grief normalizes. Memory compresses names into faceless strategic arithmetic.
Emperor's voice surrenders. Decades of certainty evaporate within measured syllables.
Remnant teenagers wait. Aircraft cobbled together from scraps and hope. 2 bursts end Pacific Air War. Silence floods exhausted radios.
Tormentor arrives politely. Power displayed casually, without cruelty or gloating.
Interchangeability revealed. Precision standardized across thousands of identical hearts.
They perfected swords. Adversaries assembled a civilization's integrated weapons system. Hellcat won Pacific Air War. Verdict echoes without serious contradiction.
Superior fighter met superior system. Understanding arrived too late, tragically.
19-1 overall. 13-1 versus 0. History's cold arithmetic.
Citizens industrialize war. Production becomes decisive strategic instrument.
Doctrine inverts. Survive first. Strike whenever convenient. Never desperate again.
Individual valor revered. Systemic efficiency preserves lives and wins wars.
Mockery curdles. Last letters home replaced jokes about overweight enemies. Intelligence sheets now talismans. Every number hides sharpened consequences.
Protection once scorned, now envied. Survivability proves currency of campaigns.
Networked voices transform individuals into one coherent, relentless instrument.
High ground reclaimed daily. Opponents stall chasing unattainable energy states.
Concentrated fire resolves uncertainty fast. Statistics harden after each pass.
Technology deficits compound. Pilots fight systems as much as enemies.
Weather equalizes briefly. Doctrine disparity reasserts when clouds thin.
Even victors refine relentlessly. Complacency forbidden. Processes continuously improved.
Absences multiply. Grief absorbed into operational tempos without ceremony.
Victories cost lives too. Effectiveness never equals invulnerability or comfort.
Supply makes strategy possible. Air umbrellas protect the beating heart.
Every Galvan translates to intercepts achieved. Bombers escorted homeward.
Reliability grows from repetition. Standard parts defeat attrition's creeping chaos.
Fatigue measured. Rotations adjusted. System cares to preserve competence.
Press. The audio features a narrator speaking in an authoritative and informative tone, saying, "Geometry becomes language."
Edges of empire flicker. Center's production sustains outer reach.
Tools upgrade mid-campaign. Learning curves flattened by standardized training.
Stories become doctrine. Survivability taught like memorized scripture.
Even air itself mapped. Risk mitigated before takeoff roll.
First disbelief replaced by comprehension. Weight was speed. Speed survival.
Places keep echoes. Lessons remain etched, deeper than shrapnel scars.
Standardization scales competence. Anyone replaces anyone. Nothing pauses long.
Knowledge institutionalized. Memory no longer trapped in solitary aces. Equations inform tactics. Physics replaces myth as sovereign master. Executioners, not warriors. His phrase lingers like smoke after volleys.
Technology gulf widens. Each skirmish confirms relentless structural asymmetry. Home front never sleeps. Frontline confidence rests on distant labor.
Instruments guide safely, complexity humanized through disciplined communication.
Preparation embodies victory. Fight decided before throttles reach mill.
Prayer and planning coexist. Faith acknowledges math's unforgiving verdict.
Nature disrupts systems. Resilience measured in recovery, not avoidance.
Morale maintained deliberately. Rituals buffer stress like shock absorbers.
Evidence instructs brutally. Mistaken moves archived for collective improvement.
Love travels farther than aircraft. Returns sometimes only as echoes.
Order underwrites speed. Entropy resisted by painted silhouettes. Refuse turning battles. Dictate terms. Depart before gravity collects debt.
Base itself allocated. Sectors patrolled like streets in daylight.
Redundancy multiplies reliability. Many channels prevent single points failing.
Mathematics and radios compress distances into planned consequences. Durable heartbeats empower maneuvers. Vertical tactics demand repeatedly.
Lethality engineered. Geometry condenses chaos into predictable outcomes. Survival tastes metallic. Gratitude tempered by memory's heavy ledger.
Machines and men synchronize. Choreography replaces improvisation's old romance.
Depth defeats attrition. Replacements erase enemies' rare successes quickly. Cost remembered locally. Strategy writes epitaphs in tiny letters.
Improvement institutionalized. Humility formalized into checklists everyone follows.
Make my mistake, boys, but learn from it. Got it?
Candor saves lives. Egos shrink beneath operational learning's urgency.
Moving city hums. Combat capability rests on choreographed logistics.
High ground seized early. Daylight belongs to disciplined altitude management.
Industrial collapse ashore echoes as tactical impotence aloft.
Partial loads launch. Arithmetic forecloses hope before wheels lift.
Understand completely. Courage persists despite certainty of annihilation.
Traps set in altitude. Prey enters by doctrine's compulsion.
One more lesson written. Turning war remains yesterday's disappearing language.
Maintenance rituals guard longevity. Fleets endure beyond single campaigns.
Remembrance compresses. Formations adjust around unbearable absences quietly.
Duty continues. Grief administrated alongside flight ops schedules.
Systems beauty emerges. Thousands of acts merging into coherence.
War changes daily. Paperwork binds lessons into collective survival.
Metaphor endures. Helplessness witnessed from gun camera frames and memories.
Suicide tactics meet systems thinking. Interception grids blunt persistent waves.
Overlapping disciplines. Gunners, pilots, controllers, stitch holes shut.
Survivors rearm quickly. Resilience tastes like solvent and sweat.
Preservation matters. Saving aircrew multiplies experience across campaigns.
History accrues quietly. Statistics become epitaphs and arguments simultaneously.
Clarity comforts.
Complex battles distilled into solvable problems.
Repetition again. Safe returns. Prime tomorrow's lethality.
Human limits respected. Schedules flexed to protect essential endurance.
Training confronts terror. Procedures hold when instincts want panic.
Accountability normalized. Errors owned. Remedies accepted without defensiveness.
Occasional peace intrudes. Systems idle without rusting morale.
Find small failures early. Prevent tomorrow's catastrophic headlines. Leadership sounds like metronomies. Pace steady, expectations precise.
Violence harnessed. Order directs power toward repeatable outcomes.
Victory communal. Individual glory diffuses into collective competence.
Humanity persists. Humor stitches sanity between life and death cycles. Memory refreshed. Courage contextualized. By cost explicitly tallied.
Objective achieved. Umbrella never folded until threats conclusively vanished. Survivors step down careful. Older than years endured.
War's language becomes paperwork. Swords finally sheathed by signatures. Arsenal becomes prosperity engine. Capability sleeps without truly disappearing.
Campaigns condense into lessons. Doctrine survives beyond uniforms.
Students learn physics, not myths. Survivability framed as ethical imperative.
Artifacts hum silently. Stories breathe through plaques and fingerprints.
Respect emerges. Clarity replaces caricatures. Nuance refines memory.
Both mattered. Systems amplified courage, preserved lives, ensured success.
A concise epitaph. Whole civilizations encoded inside that sentence. Absence endures. Victory never resurrects those already surrendered.
Laughter returns softer. Ghosts attend politely, unjealous, unafraid.
Precision democratized. Interchangeable parts symbolize resilient democracies.
Citizens, not slaves, built arsenals. Freedom outproduced tyranny conclusively.
The umbrella metaphor becomes plastic. Concept persists tactilely for learners.
Sound resurrects eras. Vibrations carry lessons across generations.
Evidence outweighs nostalgia. Numbers steady verdicts against romantic myths.
Principles persist. Technology changes. Fundamentals endure within curricula.
Preserving warriors dignifies missions. Protection isn't weakness, it's wisdom.
Systems thinking institutionalized. Integration prioritizes outcomes over heroics.
Gratitude deepens comprehension. Victories honored without triumphal cruelty.
Instruments dark, lessons luminous. Silence holds accumulated understanding.
Kill ratios summarize costs behind numbers, lives, letters, choices.
Skies once contested, now merely beautiful. Peace feels astonishingly heavy.
I survived because the enemy spared me. A strange defeat.
The enemy spared you, you.
Memory fuses identities. Past and present share one reverent breath.
Democracy's factories answered laughter with airplanes, hourly, unstoppably.
4 pillars endure. Future pilots inherit these durable foundations. Umbrella folds slowly. Vigilance remained folded, ready, never discarded.
First laughter remembered. Last lessons written in unblinking numerals.
System defeated sword. Remembrance demands humility, diligence, and gratitude.